So the Team USA team has been picked for their current camp, and it's considering the guarantees, as in your ages, your fees, your Stewies aren't going to be there. It's not a bad group. It's not a bad group. And one thing that I do like is that they've got the young stars in. They've got you're bringing in, which is a key. You're bringing Juju Watkins there just to be a part of the program. Like, they fucked up with Caitlin Clark, and I think they know they fucked up. One thing I would say is Sarah Strong should be on this. Sarah Strong should be on this. There's no reason why. No reason why. Like, if Juju Watkins is obviously going to be there, maybe they have games. It's a 2-day camp. Sarah Strong should just be there. Just be there, just to be there. How far away is North Carolina? It depends on how far away North Carolina is from Connecticut. But Sarah Strong, like, I'm genuinely think they should bring college players. They should bring college players. They're that. I think they're that advanced. As you can see, how many players in the first or second year are on this squad? So yeah, this is the team. There's 5 players back from the Olympics team. Griner's in there, who I think there's a 0% chance Griner makes the next Olympics team. I think there's probably a 0% chance that Griner makes the World Cup team. I think the guarantee, this could be their World Cup team. This very well could be their World Cup team. There's a possibility that Aja and Stewie and Fee just say, fuck it, we don't care about the World Cup. If I'm not, I think they all went to the World Cup last time, but they brought Shakira Austin to the last World Cup, which is kind of mad looking back on it. Players that I'm surprised to not see here. I'm surprised to not see Ariel Atkins. I'm surprised to see Veronica Burton. As good as she was, I'm surprised to see her. I'm really surprised to see Lauren Betts. I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. It's like drafting Zach Edey in 2024 in the top 10. I don't get the hype. It's like, do you move forward with the game of basketball or do you go back to 1990? And that's the way I feel like with Lauren Betts. And I think maybe she's just out of matchup with Griner. But Hamby, she was there at the 3-on-3. I'm shocked there's no Ryan Howard. Unless she backed out, or Alicia Gray. Because I think Alicia Gray, if I'm not mistaken, she's with the 3-on-3 team, isn't she? Is she with the 3x3 team? Did I read that somewhere? But Alicia Gray coming off an all-W first team spot should be here, unless she declined. Ryan Howard should be here, especially over a Rikia, who her and Ryan are the same age. Coppers earned her spot. Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum absolutely earned their spots. Caitlin Clark being there, well, duh. Chelsea Gray is a vet. I don't really mind it when you're losing Stewie, when you're losing Age, when you're losing Fee. Taurasi obviously was on the last Olympic team. Who's not here? Sabrina. I think Sabrina just declined. I mean this when I say this. I don't think Sabrina Ionescu makes this team if they weren't sponsored by Nike. I mean that. What we saw at the last Olympics, what we've seen, I don't think she's done enough. She does enough to guarantee her a spot on this team. And to miss a camp, you never know. If she's there in March, she's there in March. But she's not somebody that has really prioritized any off-season basketball. She's not someone who has prioritized any off-season basketball. And yeah, it's one of those things where she's obviously thinking she's a guarantee. So I'm just trying to think, who started? Did Jackie Young start in the end? Chelsea Gray started. Obviously, look, Chelsea Gray probably will make the World Cup team as a vet. Don't think she should be playing that much because, again, she's not a point guard. And especially at the international play, everyone talks about how much more physical it is. Bullshit. France want to run. They want to run. You don't play Chelsea Gray against good teams. You can play her against the shit teams. You don't play her against good teams. So my expectation is that Aja comes back in. I don't know. I think Alyssa Thomas is probably one and done with the Olympics. She'll be 37 at the next Olympics. I don't see her playing it. I don't see her playing the next Olympics, honestly. So she's probably going to be gone. Fee's going to be there, and I need to check who else was on that. Jewel Lloyd, done. 2024 Olympics women's basketball. I just need to see who's on that team that's not on this, because I think there's 7 that aren't there. I'm surprised again if Skylar Diggins wanted to be there. She's not there. Jewel Lloyd, Taurasi. So who's not there? Jewel, Taurasi, Aja, Sabrina, Fee and Stewie. So it's like he's still got a good group there. My guess again is that players on this, if the World Cup's out of this pool plus the big three, I would assume we're going to see. I think Angel Reese is going to make the World Cup squad. I don't think Juju Watkins is going to make the World Cup squad, even if she's healthy. I just don't think it. And I do like the fact that, again, they brought the college players in there for the reason of, like, they don't want to fuck up like they did with Caitlin Clark. Like, if they're smart, like, there are definitely people behind the scenes that are like, you know what, we fucked it. We fucked this. From a marketing standpoint, the conversation wasn't even about our players, and it got to the stage where, because of how badly they fucked up that, you had literal Americans cheering on America to lose in the Olympics, which is, I never understand that. Like, look, I'm Irish. I will absolutely cheer against the United States of America in basketball till the end of time, because any time USA lose, it's like David beating Goliath. Anytime, till the end of time, I will cheer against USA in basketball, just like I'll cheer against England in football because I'm Irish. And people are like, oh, you just hate America. It's like, no. I cheer for America in soccer because it's an underdog story. It's not their main sport. I cheer for America. I have no issue with America, but I cheer against them in basketball just because, as a fan. But if you look at the players, the guarantees should be Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, Angel Reese. That weren't. I think they're going to bring. I wouldn't be surprised to bring the 5 back from the Olympics. They shouldn't bring Brittany Griner, and I still think Chelsea. We saw in the playoffs, Chelsea Gray is really good, not as your primary point guard, but Chelsea Gray can be really good as a utility player. Like, if you guys saw, Jackie Young plays the point most of the time. She kind of plays. She plays anywhere. She kind of plays the 4 if they need someone sliding to the 3. Like, I think Chelsea Gray as your utility glue guy, do it all player is one of the best, especially in the offensive end, players in the WNBA at doing that. Like, she's not a great point guard anymore. She doesn't have the speed, but she has the IQ that she can kind of play anywhere and do anything. So I still would bring Chelsea Gray, but I'm like, if you're bringing, let's just say Sabrina's playing and the big 3. So you have 8 spots here from these players. My guess is you bring Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young as 2 of the spots. You're bringing Kelsey Plum as 1 of the spots. You're bringing Aaliyah as 1 of the spots. So that's four spots to go. And I would assume you're bringing Caitlin, Paige, and Angel as 3 more. So then you're looking at 1 spot for Copper, Citron, Bree Jones, Rickea Jackson with no size. Like, I'd bring Bree Jones or Brittany Griner, obviously. But for me, I find it hard to not bring Sonia Citron. Like, I'd bring Citron over Kelsey Plum. Like, you don't need Kelsey Plum. You don't need Sabrina Ionescu, ironically. Like, I wouldn't bring Sabrina Ionescu. I'd bring Bree Jones maybe as a big, just for her size, and she has dominated overseas. I'd bring Bree Jones. I'd bring Aaliyah as your 2 other bigs outside of Bree Jones, Aaliyah, Angel, and then Aja as your 4 or 5 rotation, and then you can kind of, Stewie can hover between the 3 and the 4, as can Fee, and then your guard rotation. So that's kind of that's your 6 players, and your guard rotation of Caitlin and Paige. They should both start. Caitlin at the 1, Paige at the 2, and anyone that has a starting lineup of Paige at the 1 and Caitlin at the 2, imagine making both players play to their weaknesses. Imagine instead of using both players' strengths, you make both players play to their weaknesses. That would be hilarious. But that's your starting lineup is clearly 2 of them. For me, I would start Sonia Citron. I'd bring Sonia Citron, but I don't think they're going to bring her. Rickea is not making the team. Lauren Betts is not making the team. Juju Watkins is injured, obviously not making the team. Copper, you strongly consider bringing Kat Copper, but they didn't really play her at the last Olympics. Rickea obviously is not making the team. Kiki Uriafen is not making the team, but it's going to be good. Dearica Hamby is not making the team. She's going to have to outplay Angel, and I don't think she's as good as Angel and a lot older than Angel. So yeah, it's an interesting one. But look, we're going to get to see we're going to see clips of Caitlin Clark playing ball again on the 12th of December. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.